feels so great to be out again. But sorry if you can't hear me very well. I am filming on my phone right now because my Canon M50 might have finally bitten the dust, to say. A lot's happened, guys, since I left you about 2 months ago. I have actually made one landscape photography video a month ago, but I didn't release it because I needed to make this video first. I kept referencing this video in that video, like I was gonna, pretty much the plan was, I had like a whole week off, but then I got called in that next day when I did that video. But that video will release either next week or, I don't know, Sunday, because I'm trying to get back to my regular schedule now, guys. But you've got to bear with me, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And gunfire and explosives are going off everywhere right now, guys. As you saw in my B-roll, it says military training. Most of the time they're not here, but today they're here, and I'm at the same place my Canon 90D had died. And on that day, as I was walking back, really depressed and miserable, I walked past the military. It's just sort of like deja vu, really. But yeah, I finally got 2 days off work, and pretty much, guys, I've just been working non-stop. I've been doing 6-7 days a week. It's 7 days a week this week. And last week I went on holiday on a canal boat for a week, and I was going to try and do some photography, but we just didn't have time. One day we were cruising on the canal boat from 8 o'clock in the morning to about 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, it was a nightmare. But something happened to my camera gear on the boat. I don't know why. Both of my cameras just stopped working, they malfunctioned for some reason. And I figured out what it was. It was my SD cards. For some reason both of them had corrupted, so I bought 2 new SD cards now. But they're both corrupted. It totally destroyed the M50. The M50 would never turn back on. But occasionally the M6 Mark II would turn on. And before I actually knew it was the SD cards, I ended up taking apart my M50 and I ripped a couple of ribbons, and then I forgot it on the canal boat, so it's all the way in Chester now. So yeah, the Canon M50 is destroyed, and all I've got now is the Canon M6 Mark II. But don't worry, I am going to get another camera very soon. I'm just going to wait for the new Canon M50 Mark II to come out, or the Canon M7. They're the 2 new rumoured M cameras, and I'm just going to wait for those. Instead of buying, I was going to buy another Canon 90D, because I did actually send my Canon 90D off for repair. There's just so much to talk about. I sent my Canon 90D off to repair to this company called Fixation in London, and they said it was damaged beyond repair. So there goes the Canon 90D, which is where it died. Here I'm at Crow's Point, Salt and Sands in North Devon. You guys can look it up if you want to. It's a very, very nice location, and I've come here about 3 or 4 times now trying to get one shot, trying to get this one composition that I've got in my mind for absolutely ever. And you'll find out what it is, and I'm going to spoil it, but if you go back and watch my Canon 90D death video, you can go see what it was. But yeah, it just feels so great to be out. I'll talk to you guys a bit more in a minute, because I don't want to get shot by the military. I don't know where they are, but I can hear them screaming and shooting. So I just want to kind of get down to the beach and show you what I'm talking about. But I did my piece of the camera here, my first piece of the camera, just because I've got no wind protector now, and it is a bit windy here. It is always windy, but I'm a bit sheltered right now. So anyway, welcome back, guys. It feels great to be back, and hopefully I'm back for good. But let's go. I will let you into my mind's the color of falling tears that have been long asleep. The lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want. Oh, God, I hope you guys can hear me. But it doesn't bring back good memories walking down this beach, I'll tell you that. And to top it off, the military have literally just ran over to this area. But yeah, I was talking to that guy who was driving the buggy. He was really nice actually. Now here's one of the problems why I've been coming out. I do have a bit of social anxiety, as you may be able to tell. But I'm really trying to and control it. And especially down where I live, it gets very, very busy in the summer, so it's really, really hard to do any photography because all the beaches are really, really busy. And my anxiety just goes crazy. But when I'm on my own, I'm totally alright. But a few people have been nasty to me a couple of times. I got bullied once by a bunch of surfers because of my weight. And about a couple of weeks ago, I tried to start on my photography again and go out and do a bit of photography or do this video. I tried to do this video before, this is my second take. And some guy was just a twat to me because I drive a BMW. And I'll get into the car in a minute, because there's just so many things I have to talk about. But we're virtually here now. We're virtually where I want to be. And yeah, conditions are looking alright. I'll show you the sky in a minute. But for now, my arm's going to go dead, so I've got to drop the camera. A couple of problems with filming with a phone, and that's one, no articulating screen, so I can't actually see myself. I don't know if I'm in frame or not. And two, the audio is just absolutely terrible. Even without wind blowing into the mic, it's still terrible. But I'm sheltered now, the wind's blowing this way, but I'm sheltered by this giant wall here. And yeah, I'm here pretty much to photograph those. I don't know what it's called, old piers, but it's one of my favourite things to shoot with seascape photography. But obviously sea archers are my favourite. I can't get enough sea archers. But yeah, I absolutely love these. But they're really, really great for minimalist photos. Because if you get those leading you out to sea with a really, really long exposure of about 150 seconds, maybe, I don't know, 300 seconds, it just goes really, really smooth. It's so minimal. It's absolutely lovely. It works with a cloudy, overcast day as like a black and white photo, or you can make a beautiful, beautiful contrasty sunset that this post leads you out to. And it's not going to do it today because the sun's setting about that way, so it's going to be to the side of it. But I don't really mind that. But I've come here time and time again, 3 times now, and the first time was absolutely miserable. Second time, I destroyed my Canon 90D, and third time, it's looking alright. I can't really tell if it's going to be good or bad sunset yet. But I'm on sort of the bad side, but you never know until you see. So yeah, I got here quite early because the problem I had in the past was get to a location really, really late, and I wouldn't have enough time to do stuff. But now I've got enough time to fly the drone for a bit, talk to you guys, and then get set up. Because one of the reasons why I destroyed my Canon 90D was because I was rushing. I was literally putting my camera together while walking up the beach. Today I don't have to rush. And today hopefully I won't destroy my last camera. I've literally gone through like 3 cameras this year.
Stop the clocks, the bees are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
anyway, but the sun's not going to come out the clouds for a while. That's if it does. So I found something else to shoot in the meanwhile. I've got this really abstract foreground here. And pretty much it's just 4 posts, and they're sort of personified because they're like 4 people in a line, but one of them is poking their head out to look back at the one at the back. And a couple of them actually do have eyes. Unfortunately the first one doesn't. So I'm at an angle right now where I'm getting all of them, so you can see that there's 4. And unfortunately I can't get a bit closer because my tripod won't go to its 3rd level because one of the feet I've lost one of the feet, so I can't get that foot out. So I have to go back a bit, because instead of seeing the sea through the holes in the pillars, you can see that town over there, and I didn't really want that. So I've gone for about a 6-second exposure. I can't really get any longer than that at the moment, unless I put on a 10 stop. I think I have a 10 stop in the bag, I'm not totally sure. But I don't really want to go for a super long exposure with this anyway. I've got a little bit of reflection on the sand now. Not as much as I wanted, but it's really adding something to the image. And when the tide actually comes in a bit further from where it is now, the reflection actually transfers onto the water. So it's actually making it longer than if you've got a still photo, if you know what I'm on about. Yeah, absolutely beautiful shot. Probably going to crop it. It's 16 by 9 right now, but I'm probably going to crop it to 1 by 1. I'm going to do that now. Saves me doing it post. And the only problem really is that tower over there. I don't like the town at all. But fortunately I've got to deal with it because I don't have a cleaner horizon. Over that way where the sun's going to set is a cleaner horizon. So I'm going to go over there in a minute. Yeah, still lovely, nice little shot to start the day off. So I'm in my sunset position now, and it doesn't look like we're actually going to get anything good. It just seems too overcast, and it looks like there's a layer of cloud on the horizon as well. But other than that, it's still a really nice composition. So I'm just shooting a shot right now, 10 seconds, f16, and yeah, it's pretty much just of these pillars here. They're really huge compared to others that we've seen. That's alright, I don't mind it. And if you like it, I'm setting between this one on the left and the one on the right here. This big one here is out of frame. It's set there, and it would be really nice. But unfortunately, again, I'm just not going to get the shot. I just don't know what it is in this place. I've just really had bad luck with it. But I'm holding out. I'm hoping that we get something, you know? Something's better than nothing. Even if we don't, it's still really nice, just a mono shot.
Stop the clocks, the bees are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
So, the sun's set now, but we've only got there's this high altitude cloud for gapping clouds, and it's still got the sunshine on it, so the sun still shines on it. We might actually get some decent light on it. So that is kind of my hope. But I have changed my composition now because the tide's rapidly going out. And now I've just got this really, really minimalist shot. No rocks to that hardly, and just the tide coming in and out of these. Just the tide coming in and out of these 5 pillars there. And it's just really minimal. But we also have the reflection again, which is super, super nice. And I've gone for a slightly shorter exposure now, of about 8 seconds. But yeah, holding out for a bit of light, hopefully. So I've kind of turned away from the sun now because I turned around and I saw that there was a bloody blood moon. Or at least I think it is, or harvest moon or something. It's really, really red. And I was like, oh my god, what is that? Is that the sun? I've got the sun in new position. Well, look at that. It's massive as well. Right. So I come over here and I remember there's one of these pillars with like a massive crack in the middle of it. And when I thought, I was like, oh wait, I can get the moon rising from that. And the moon is rising, it's 2 feet. I have no idea I'll be out there shooting the moon. So yeah, absolutely amazing composition. It's so perfect. The waves are just coming up and gently pushing against this bit of wood. And the sun is, the moon is literally rising just from the crack. Absolutely amazing. I've got to get as low as I possibly can. Taking all filters off, and I'm getting about 2 second exposure. I'm also getting reflection in the sand, which is so amazing. I've always wanted to come out and shoot like a red moon or harvest moon or whatever I have to do. But I've never really had the opportunity. But this just came out of nowhere. I had no idea about that. We went from shooting the sunset to now shooting the moon rising. I can't get that composition in this. This is just absolutely amazing. And it's just about to go above some really, really high clouds. And when I said I'm not going to use my camera in the wave, the wave's very dangerous there. And I'm with it. And my feet aren't like that, it has got the shoes on. So I'm not walking shoes at the moment. But wow, what a shot. 2 seconds to F16.
Get out of your skin.